Welcome back. In this video we will have a look at arithmetic operators. We can use arithmetic operators to perform mathematical operations, and these operators include the addition sign, or sometimes known as plus, the subtraction sign, or sometimes known as minus, multiplication, division, and there's also floor division, modulus and power of. Let's have a look at each of these and how they work. And the best way to have a look at these is using the Python console. So the first one was addition. If we do 5 plus 5 and press enter, it would give us the result of 10. So that's addition. To do subtraction, we can do 5 minus 4 equals 1. Multiplication, if we do 5 times 4 and we get the result of 20. Now if we do 20 divided by 3, it will equal 6 point, lots of 6's and a 7 at the end. So it's a floating number using a decimal point. However, with division, if we wanted the result to be an integer, which is a whole number, we can add another division symbol or a forward slash. So this would be 20 divided by, and then again divided by 3. And this time when we press enter, we get a whole number and it's rounded it down to 6. So it's given us back an integer. Then there's the percentage sign, which is modulus. And modulus is the remainder after dividing one number by another number. So for example, if we do 100 modulus 9, and that would equal 1. And this is because 100 divided by 9 equals 11, and this leaves a remainder of 1. And we can then use the double star, which we normally use 1 for multiplication. But if we use a double star, which is to the power of, so it means the power of, like for example 7 star star 3, and if we press enter we get 343. And in other words, the power of is 7 times 7 times 7. So multiplying 7 3 times. And the term for power of is also known as exponentiation. So that's it for these operators, and we usually use them on numeric values. But of course, with the operators we just used, we're in interactive mode, and we can use these in our standard Python files as well with our variables. So let's look at a simple example of how we would use one of these with our variables instead. If we minimize the Python console, and the first thing we will do is create a variable in underscore 5 underscore years equals 5, and then we create a variable called age, and for this we want the user to input something. So input what is your age, question mark, colon. Next we will create another variable called total underscore age equals, and then we will put the type in integer and put this into parentheses and put our variable in age. And this is where we can use our operators. So in this example I will use the plus, and then in parentheses put our next variable in underscore 5 years. So in effect, I'm asking the user to tell me what the user's age is in 5 years time. So here we have 3 variables. The first variable is in 5 years time. We have the value of 5 to represent 5 years. And then we have age, and we ask the user for their age. And then we concatenate both variables. So the integer age and in 5 years time as well. And now we can print the result, which will be total underscore age. And this will give us the user's age in 5 years time. So let's run this. So what is your age? I will type 20 and it should give us a result of 25. So that's a very simple example of how we would use arithmetic operators with Python.